Hey, what's up, Edmonton? Welcome to today's edition of your Edmonton Electrician. This is where we bring customer service back to the trades. So our mission is to power customer service, and one of the ways that we do that is through making these videos. So they're informational. We try to help out our customers that way if they have any questions. This way we can answer questions in bulk. So as always, as your Edmonton Electrician, we welcome your questions, concerns, and comments. If you have an issue that you want to hear about, we want to hear about it. So get at us, let us know. 780-935-0622. That's the best way to contact us by phone. And other than that, we'll dive right in. Today we want to talk about emergency lighting and exit lighting. So this video is aimed mostly at our commercial clients here. And as always, we service Sherwood Park, Nisku, Leduc, St. Albert, Fort Saskatchewan, St. Albert, Edmonton and area. So if you're in Spruce, Stony Plain, that works too. But at the end of the day, we want to be your electrician. So get at us. But we're going to dive in here to emergency lighting and exit lighting. So what's the difference? Well, they're pretty similar. Exit lights are the lights that are going to go above an exit, and the emergency lights are what's going to illuminate the pathway to that exit. So your emergency lights are going to be either individual mounted lamps mounted on the wall or the ceiling, or they're going to be maybe a booster pack with a built-in battery backup feeding more lamps, or feeding just the two lamp heads that are going to be installed on it. So one thing to note here is if you have those red exit signs, those are no longer for use here. You might be able to grandfather them in depending on what inspector you get. However, you want to go with the green running man, especially in new construction. So if you have an older building, you're just swapping out a couple, you might be able to grandfather in those old existing red exit signs. But other than that, you need the new green running man style. That's what you want to look for, and that's going to be your exit lights. Other than that, your lighting has to be good for 90 minutes run time. So power goes out, your emergency lighting that's going to illuminate all those pathways, it has to be good for at least an hour and a half. That's how long the battery has to be good for. That's how long it has to be able to power it up for, because in the event of an emergency and your place is burning down, you want everyone to find those exits as quickly as possible. It's a little expensive to have these systems in place, but it's a whole heck of a lot more expensive if you don't. So get a professional to install this for you. There's a lot of factors to consider. Aside from your basic battery, your basic circuit board requirement that unit's going to have, as well as those power lamps, whether it's LED or incandescent or halogen, whatever it might be, the battery's got to be rated to hold it for 90 minutes runtime. And you're going to want to test these units as well for about 30 seconds monthly, and for that full 90 minutes annually. So if you don't have a testing program in place, get at us. Our team of technicians will help you out. We'll send out a great team of electricians, have a look at your system, and give you the best option for what you need to do for your emergency lighting and for your exit lighting. Other than that, I mean, you're going to have those varying voltage factors, right? Whether it's 120, 208, 120, 240, whether you have 347, 600, whatever's feeding that system, it needs to be accurately rated to reflect that. If your ballast for that unit isn't rated to handle the correct voltage, and you tie that all in, you're going to have issues, whether it's just frying the equipment or whether it's something more, something worse, property damage, etc. We don't want to touch on any of that stuff. So at the end of the day, it's probably your best case. Just get a professional electrician in, have them look at your system, have them swap it out with the right rated parts, and have them warranty it, and have a nice day. That's how it should be. So again, when we come out to a customer's building facility and they want exit lights, emergency lights, that's good, that's great, they're following the right stuff. We pull the permit, do the work, have it inspected, sign it off, and everyone's happy at the end of the day. But some of the things, when we go back for periodic inspections, as we get hired on for other tasks and jobs, we'll see that maybe the storage is blocking those exit lights. Maybe they've built up a bunch of cardboard boxes or some temporary storage, and maybe they put up some new walls. Maybe they've moved around some doorways. That's going to affect those exit lights. Those exit lights have to be visible, and those lights, those emergency lighting, they have to be pointed to illuminate that walkway. If your emergency lighting is pointed up at the ceiling, that's not doing anyone any good, because in the case of a fire, they need to see where they're going. So you want to shine it at the floor, not at the walls, not at the ceiling. Shine those emergency lights right at the floor to illuminate that walkway to expedite the process of an exit should an emergency have to occur like that. Right now, anyways, due to COVID, there's not really a whole heck of a lot of occupancy in a building, so it's a good time to get these emergency lighting and exit lighting installed, especially that way when you ramp back up and people are looking for the exits in the case of another emergency, then you have them, they're ready to go there. But where you need these exit lights, emergency lights, any commercial business, if you have a warehouse, if you have a school, if you have a hospital, a laboratory, any sort of commercial or business facility where you're going to have occupants for a commercial purpose, you're going to want to have exit lighting and emergency lighting. So maybe you have a home office, that's probably not really going to need emergency lighting or exit lighting. If you're a home-based permit or something like that, maybe that won't be a concern. But if you have a home-based business and you're bringing customers in and out, then you might want emergency lighting, exit lighting. That's in the smallest case scenario. Big case scenario, it's pretty cut and dry. You need emergency lighting, you need exit lighting. You're not going to need it in bathrooms or internal rooms or storage closets, utility rooms, stuff like that. You probably won't. You won't really have any issues there with emergency lighting or exit lighting, but in the hallways interconnecting those rooms, storage, hallways, bathrooms, in the hallways, the foyers, the entrances, exits, that's where you're going to want emergency lighting and exit lighting, because at the end of the day, just like we mentioned, it's pretty expensive to have all those units in there. They range $100 to $200 per piece, but it's going to be a whole lot cheaper in the long run than not having them and needing them. You'd rather be looking for them when you need them than looking at them when you need them than looking for them when you need them. So what else do we want to touch on here? If you have any further questions, concerns, or comments about emergency lights, exit lights that maybe we didn't touch on regarding halogen bulbs, LED bulbs, the different battery packs, different brands, different accepted manufacturers, get at us. We want to answer your questions. We want to help you out. That's the whole point of these videos, is to power our customer service. So 780-935-0622. That's the best way to call us directly, and otherwise you can email us at info@hauerpower.ca. Subscribe to our videos, like our videos, share our videos, or just watch it for the one time. That's completely up to you, but at the end of the day, we just want to help out the most amount of people that we can with all their electrical concerns. So have a great day, Edmonton and area, and anyone else, and take care out there. Stay healthy. Bye-bye.